This is the dawn of a new era in British karting. Over 550 drivers in 12 classes competing for victory over 18 race weekends. This is the Motorsport UK British Kart Championships.
Chris Whitton takes the flag.
Going to be an off-road user.
TKM's next champion.
Making history and Sackhouse
To win again in TKM Extreme.
The British Kart Championships for TKM, Honda and KZ2 make their long-awaited return to the classic Kimbolton circuit in Cambridgeshire, which in 2019 is celebrating its 60th anniversary. With just 2 race weekends of the season remaining, the Cadet Honda title picture is finely poised between Mitchell Gibbons and Keen Nakamura Berta. But one driver hoping to join the championship chase this weekend is British O-Plate winner Connor Duncan, who sits just 30 points out of the top spot with 4 races remaining.
The field's been very competitive. Over the season I've just been trying to get points, and it's really hard to get up the front and get trophies and stuff. But I like the track. It's quite a flowy track, but it's also very technical at the same time. It's a little bit bumpy, but it's one of my favourite tracks, I would say.
It's Gibbons and Duncan on the front row of the grid, Drummond and Simmons on row 2, Nakamura Berta and Chewton row 3, Cucurullo Yeomans and Agambar on row number 4. 34 karts, lights are out, we go racing. It's a good start from Connor Duncan on the outside of the front row, but Gibbons maintains the inside line as we head towards Stowe Corner. For the first time they go through Stowe and into the Willows. Everybody safely winds their way through the Willows down to Yamitsu Straight into the Derrick chicane, left and then right, and now out towards Weldon's. One driver at the back of the field, slow getting going. 180-degree right-hander at Weldon's. Field still led by the poleman Mitchell Gibbons, comes around Weldon's up the TKM Straight and now into Kestrel Corner. Out of Kestrel onto Laser Straight. Hard on the brakes for Kimbolton Corner. Out onto the start-finish straight, Hines Straight. Great opportunity to slipstream, especially in these Cadet Honda karts. And at the end of lap number 1, it is Gibbons, Drummond and Duncan, the top 3, with Simmons, Chewton, Nakamura Berta next in line. Then it's Agambar, Jocelyn, Cucurullo Yeomans and Freddie Hull. Problem for the number 56 kart, Dylan Mackay, the Scotsman, the Heinz Racing team. He is pulling in to retire. We are down to 33 runners. The leaders coming around Weldon's for the second time. Weldon family name synonymous with Hunt's Kart Racing Club, which hosts its monthly race meetings here at Kimbolton. And it is Gibbons, leads from Connor Duncan. Duncan, who was part of the Heinz Racing team that yesterday, during the qualifying of the heat races, they had the benefit of British touring car driver Nick Hamilton, of course brother of Lewis Hamilton, and Lewis's father Anthony Hamilton here. The Heinz Racing team offering some advice and just a bit of inspiration. Connor Duncan has been on the pace all weekend, out of Weldon's, all in single file. Now, nobody in the middle of that lead group will want to start battling side by side while the lead trio are running line astern, because the minute that you start battling side by side, that is when you start losing ground. So as you can see, Duncan bump drafting and slipstreaming with Gibbons, trying to push away. 3 wide action back outside the top 15, and this is where you'll see 33 drivers start spreading out. The more that people battle side by side in the early stages, the more ground they lose to those drivers running and working with one another. Of course, Drivers that are out of position, drivers that have had misfortune, they need to make moves, they need to try to make moves to gain track position, and of course it's when things become a bit tricky at the front. Still, Gibbons leading, and a convoy of karts in his wheel tracks. So go into Stowe Corner. A lot of people think that Stowe Corner is named after the famous school at Silverstone and the corner of Silverstone, but of course this circuit is just up the road from the village of Stowe Langer, which I think is probably its name. And we've got an accident, and the couple of karts in the barriers on the run down towards Castrol Corner. Macy Hitter and Gustav Usakovs. That's Usakov's second big incident of the weekend, and the black and yellow quartered flags, also known as the Battenberg flags, have come out. That is the equivalent of a pace car situation. So Mitchell Gibbons, with 11 minutes to go, becomes effectively the pace car, a virtual safety car, whilst the barriers are repaired. Now Usakovs has got back going, the Latvian driver, but it's Macy Hitter who is in the barriers. Now the NASA panel on that kart is dislodged on that kart, but Macy Hitter back in the kart, and just before Macy goes a lap down, that is critical. Now the NASA panel is a bit skew up on that number 33 kart, but the race goes green again. Hitter retires back to the pits, out of the way, and here we go. Part 2, lap number 6. Gibbons, Duncan, Simmons, Agamba. Oh, and over the grass there, through the willows, goes the number 35 kart of Zach Drummond. He loses several places. Well, Gibbons has survived the first 6 minutes of this race, helped in no small part by that Battenberg flag situation, but it only lasted about half a lap while the marshals recovered the two karts that had gone into the tyre barriers. Marshals are still there, there's still a yellow flag waving at the end of the TKM straight as the officials return the tyre barriers to their original state. So no overtaking going into Kimbolton Corner. It's fair game everywhere else as Gibbons continues to lead from Duncan. Then it is Simmons, Agamba, Nakamura Berta in 5th, then Chewton, the GP plate holder, 6th. 7th is Freddie Hull. Cucurilla Yeomans is 8th. Charman is 9th. Jocelyn 10th. Drummond down to 11th. Jaden Gregg up 8 places from 20th to 12th, number 34 Heinz Racing Kart. Then it is Rylan Eschberg, Jack Hobson, Stephen Duncan, Alfie Thompson, Jay Lawrence, Cruz Speakman, and the leading German driver Ralph Jungling, with Wesley Swain rounding out the top 20. Macy Hitter has come back into the race a lap down. Sadly though, Gustav Usakovs is out, so we're down to 32 drivers. 8.5 minutes to go, and you can see that even though Connor Duncan is right behind and actually pushing, physically nudging Gibbons along, well, not nudging, he's resting his nose cone on Gibbons' rear bumper and just giving Gibbons a little bit of help with the use of his engine. That's the best way to describe it. This karting, of course, is a non-contact sport, but the art of slipstreaming in cadet racing is one of the, well, I think one of the wonders of this sport. How these young drivers, aged between 8 and 12 years old, can race at speeds of over 50 miles an hour in these Cadet Honda karts, literally, say inches apart, millimetres apart, and sometimes not apart at all. I mean, Connor Duncan is so close to Mitchell Gibbons, he could quite literally reach over and pick his nose for him. They come through the willows onto the Amitsu straight. Duncan's tactic is working. Gibbons has got the confidence in Connor Duncan that Duncan's not going to attack him just yet. So Gibbons isn't worrying about taking a defensive line, which will slow them all down. He is taking the normal racing line, and he knows that if he does that and Duncan keeps pushing him and doesn't try to pass him, then that big colourful convoy of karts behind him, they all get whittled down from 12 to 11 to 10, and hopefully, well, they hope, down to just 2. then it's a head-to-head scrap. Doesn't always work out like that, but if the third place drivers continue to battle, as Nakamura Berta passes Ethan Simmons for third place, the gap between the top two and everybody else will continue to grow. Now it is the turn of the two cutting-edge racing karts. Simmons and Agambar, the 23 and the 19, they have to act as the pushers, and Nakamura Berta becomes the pushee. Gibbons comes into Cashel Corner, taking the normal racing line. There's about a 3 kart length gap between Gibbons, Duncan, and then Nakamura Berta. Once again, on to another lap. 6 minutes to go. We're now starting lap number 11 through Stowe Corner. Gibbons, Duncan, Nakamura Berta third. Then it's fourth for Simmons. Fifth, Agaba. Sixth, great drive for the Ambition Motorsport number 99. That light blue and white coloured chassis of Freddie Hull. Then a gap back to GP plate holder Oscar Chewton for the Project One East Anglia team. Charman and Jocelyn are next, 8th and 9th. Then it's Cucurella Yeomans in 10th. Greg 11th. Drummond 12th. Eschberg is 13th. Then we really have the first big gap. Back to 14th place driver Jack Hobson, who's got Alfie Thompson and Stephen Duncan right behind him. So 13 karts separated by 3 seconds after 10 laps. They cross the line to start another lap into Stowe Corner. The back of that lead group, you can start to see 1 or 2 drivers making moves. That was Jaden Craig and Zach Drummond passing Thomas Cucurella Yeomans. Yeomans in the number 86 kart now slips back to 13th because Rylan Eschberg in the number 73 has also gone through. The lap one, the lapped kart of Macy Hitter is in front, about half a straightaway in front of this lead group. Blue flags haven't become an issue just yet, and now we have a move. Nakamura Berta, who's passed Duncan, now moves past Gibbons. Duncan responds by diving up the inside of Nakamura Berta and taking the lead of the race for the first time, and suddenly that closes everybody up. And here comes Freddie Hull in the number 99 up into P3, although that's going to become P4 because he gets outbraked by one of the cutting edge racing karts. I think that was Ethan Simmons in the number 20. No, it was the number 18 of Josh Agambar. Agambar now third, Hull fourth. Nakamura Berta led briefly in the number 5 kart, but is now down to 5th. Those 13 karts, which were getting a little bit more strung out, are now closing right back up. How long can Connor Duncan hold on? It's been Gibbons leading Duncan for the first 11 laps of the race. Now it is Duncan leading Gibbons. Freddie Hull, who was third, has slipped back to 4th. Agambar is in 3rd. 4th Hull, 5th Nakamura Berta, Simmons is 6th. Here comes Freddie to the inside, but no, backs out of it. Through the willows, the O-plate of Duncan leads. Then it's Gibbons, Agambar, Connor Duncan, 4th in the championship standings at the moment. Oh, and there's a move up at Derrick's. Gibbons goes through. Gibbons now defending the inside line going around Weldon's. There's now no tail. Now the blue flag comes out for Macy Hitter. Macy Hitter, if he looks over his shoulder, he's going to see 13 leaders bearing down on him, side by side for 3rd place around Kimbolton Corner. That was Agambar trying to fend off Hull. They've slowly to the down a little bit. They're bearing down on that number 33 kart. And Macy Hitter, well, if I was Macy Hitter, I would just mirror signal manoeuvre onto the side of the circuit and let them all go through, because the 4-stroke freight train is going choo-choo, I'm a coming. Now, what can Gibbons do? Gibbons, back in the lead, has got to just get to the inside. Hitter at the moment hasn't moved out of the way. Into Kimbolton Corner. Are we going to see Macy Hitter just pull to the side as they come onto the main straight and let everyone go through? He looks over his shoulder. He sees the leaders bearing down behind him. Oh, Gibbons has got to go around the outside, and Hitter slots back into third place. Well, Gibbons and Duncan have gone through. Agambar now makes his way through as well. So does Hull to the inside and takes Agambar for third place. Great opportunities up there for Freddie Hull. Hitter is still there in the middle of that group, and he does need to get out of the way, does Macy Hitter. More blue flags waving for the number 33. Up in the front, it is Gibbons. Still leading Duncan around Kimbolton corner. Hitter runs a little bit wide to let a few more of the leaders go through. Around Stowe, through the willows we go. Less than a minute remaining. Freddie Hull in third, Agambar in fourth. Now it is game on. Down the Amitsu straight, into Derricks, it's Gibbons, then Duncan, then a 0.6 of a second gap back to Hull and Agambar. Simmons is another half second back with Nakamura, Berta and Greg right behind him. Then it's Charman, Ashberg, Drummond, Jocelyn, Chewton and Cucurullo Yeomans. 13 drivers still within 4 seconds of the race leader. And they've taken about 2.5, 3 laps to get past Macy Hitter. The top 4 have got a bit of a breakaway. 15 seconds to go. Gibbons defends the first time all race, going into Stowe corner. Thomas Cucurullo Yeomans has passed the commentary box with a very sick sounding Honda engine, and that is why he has dropped off the lead group. Defending there into Derricks goes Gibbons. Down towards Weldon's. Out of the TKM straight. You can see Gibbons taking the defensive line. Connor Duncan will sweep out wide to try. No, he doesn't actually, because if he sweeps out wide, that will allow Agambar and Hull the chance. Here comes Duncan up the inside into Kimbolton corner. Gibbons is going to get absolutely freight trains to the back. Agambar and Hull side by side. Oh, Freddie Hull, wheel to wheel contract. Last lap board goes out. Who's going to lead out of Stowe corner? Is it going to be Agambar? I think it is just about. Hull is there. They're 3 wide. Gibbons is back to 5th. Jaden Craig's up to 4th. Nakamura Berta is 3rd. Are we going to see a new winner? Agambar and Hull into Derricks. Nakamura Berta is next. Gibbons' chance, I think, has gone. Connor Duncan has fallen right back as well. Around Weldon as we go. 2, 4, 5 drivers all in a line. Number 18, Josh Agambar for Cutting Edge Racing leads. They're all hugging that white line going into Castrol's. Agambar runs a bit wide. He's got to keep the doors shut. Freddie Hull's got nowhere to go. Who's going to get the best run? It's going to be a drag race. Jaden, Greg. Oh, what's happened? Greg comes out in front. Greg takes the win. Where has Agambar gone? It's Greg, Nakamura, Berta, Duncan, Gibbons, Chewton, Ashberg, Drummond, Simmons, Charming, then Jocelyn, Cucurullo Yeomans, Freddie Hull. Oh, Agambar crossed the line. He and Freddie Hull obviously had it coming together just out of my view. And the drivers that went into the last corner, first and second, finished the race 20th and 25th. But Jaden Gregg, who started 20th, takes the victory by 0.3 of a second from Kian Nakamura Berta. Connor Duncan comes home in 3rd. Mitchell Gibbons minimises his points loss there to Kian Nakamura Berta by finishing 4th. Oscar Chewton comes home in 5th. Ryland Ashberg in 6th. Zach Drummond is 7th. Ethan Simmons in 8th. 9th for Owen Charman. And Henry Jocelyn rounds out the top 10. Thomas Cucurullo Yeomans with a 6-sounding engine salvaged 11th, followed by Jack Hobson, Alfie Thompson, Stephen Duncan, Wesley Swain, and then Ben Rayburn, Cruz Speakman, Jay Lawrence, Hayden Elridge, Freddie Hull from 2nd to 20th at the last corner. Ralph Youngling, well, it was Jungle Fever in 21st and 22nd for Ralph and Timo Youngling. Then it was Danny Shields, Aidan Mitchell, and poor old Josh Agambar, who led into the final corner. He comes home in 25th place. The Honda Cadet class provided us with thrills and spills aplenty right up until the final corner. Race winner Jaden Gregg, second place driver Kian Nakamura Berta, and third place driver Connor Duncan tell us all about how that spectacular race unfolded.
During that last lap, I had to try and claw back some positions, and on the last corner there was an incident and I managed to just sneak by and we'll get to third. I saw Freddie Hull go over the top of Mitch, which slowed those two down, and then I did a really wide line, and then I got a good exit, and then I won.